Good morning, second grade. Mrs. Houts here, and welcome to math. Today is Thursday, October 29th, 2020. And here's how you spell Thursday. And here are 3 ways that you can write today's date. All of those say October 29th, 2020. So before we go to our new lesson, let's review some things we've learned so far about how to solve addition number sentences. We learned that we can make a 10 to help us add. So for example, if we have 7 plus 6, we can use this 10 frame to help us. So we put 7 red, 6, 7, and then down below 6 yellow, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we can move these yellow ones up here, so we'll cross these out. So we move them up here to make a 10 up here. So now we have 10 plus 3. There's 3 yellow down below. And what's the sum of that? 13. So that means 7 plus 6 equals 13. Now you can solve this without showing the picture, instead by taking apart a number. So because we know 7 is closer to making a 10, we take apart the 6. We need to give 3 to the 7 to make 10. If we take away 3 from 6, we have 3 left over. Now we can add 7 plus 3, which equals 10. We bring the other 3 down, and we get the same sum, 13. So if Mrs. McRoberts or I commented on your math pages the other day and said, make sure you show your work, this is what we meant. We wanted to see you take apart one of the add-ins in order to make a 10. Another way that we can solve addition sentences with 3 add-ins is by grouping them together. For example, 7 plus 2 plus 3. You can group this in a way that makes sense to you. To me, I see 7 plus 3 equals 10. And then I know that I have to add this 10 with this other add-in, the 2. 10 plus 2 equals 12. So my sum of this 3-digit problem is 12. Now, can I solve this a different way? Yeah. Maybe I decide, I really like adding 2 and 3 together because I know that that makes 5. Then you would add 7 plus 5, and you would get the same sum of 12. So it doesn't matter the order that you group the numbers. As long as you take your time adding them, you should get the same sum. Now we're going to move on to our new lesson, lesson 3.5. Our essential question is, how are addition and subtraction related? All right, go ahead and take out your math book and please turn to page 137. This page has this little picture, which is called the bar model. So what this is it's our part whole. So I talked about that in the last video. We have part, and for this one, it has like a line to show that when you add those, you'll put your whole right here. So for example, if I have 2 in this part and 2 in this part, my whole, I would add them together. My whole would be 4. Okay? That's what we're using over here on page 137. So listen to the word problem. The soccer team has 8 red balls and 7 yellow balls. How many soccer balls does the team have? So part, add them together to get our whole. This is a near doubles fact. 8 plus 7 equals the sum of 15. So 15 soccer balls. Okay, so now for the second one. The soccer team has 15 balls inside the locker room. The children took the 7 yellow balls outside. How many soccer balls were inside? So for this one, we have the whole and one of the parts. We're missing the other part. For this, we can use subtraction to help us find the other part. We can take that whole, 15, subtract the part that we do have, 7, and our answer will be this other part. Let's take a moment, think. 15 minus 7. You may have noticed it's the same numbers as the other problem. So our answer is 8, as we see up here. So there are 8 soccer balls inside. Do you guys see how we can use the same 3 numbers to help us solve addition and subtraction? Let's turn the page. Let's look at the model and draw box. You can use addition facts to remember differences. Related facts have the same whole and parts. Think of the add-ins in an addition fact to find the difference for a related subtraction fact. So a related fact, like what it says right here, that means you're using the same numbers, like the same 3 numbers. Difference is the answer to a subtraction problem. It's like right here, that will be the difference. So if we look at this example, we have in our parts 6 plus 7. We need to find our whole. When we add them together, we get the sum of 13. Now on the other side, we have our whole of 13, and we have one part of 17. We can subtract them, 13 minus 7, and find the difference. Now if we think about what we know for our addition sentence, we already know that if you add 6 plus 7 together, you get 13. So we can use that information to help us solve 13 minus 7, which would equal 6. Now another way to think about these, which you may have learned in first grade, is that like our fact family triangle. So in this, we put the sum, so the whole, and our 2 parts. Now we can see that we can make different number sentences with these 3 numbers. We can make addition number sentences with 3 numbers, but we can also start with the biggest number up at the top and make subtraction sentences. This is a fact family, and it's also known as related facts when we use the same numbers. So when you're solving, if you want to draw the part whole bar model, like here, you can. Or if the fact family triangle helps you, you could draw that. For example, let's look at number 1. 5 plus 4, 9 plus 4. You could draw the bar model like this and fill it in. 5 plus 4 equals 9. Or you can draw your fact family triangle. Put that 9 at the top and 5 and 4 on the other sides. Now you can see you use the same 3 numbers to solve. So 5 plus 4 equals 9. 9 minus 4 equals our other part, 5. So notice how the two number sentences use the same 3 numbers. So 2 and 7, those are our 2 parts. And we add them together, we find the whole, which we also can see is down here. 2 plus 7 equals 9. 9 minus 2 equals 7. We're using the same 3 numbers. The next page you can use as more practice on your own, or if you come to office hours, we can use this page to practice together. So turn to the last page of this lesson, page 140. Let's do the bottom problem together. Ellen counts 7 geese in the water and some geese on the shore. So 7 in the water, some on the shore. We don't know how many are on the shore. There are 16 geese in all. Draw a picture to show the 2 groups of geese. So I'm going to actually draw like a little picture. Here's the shore, and then this is my water. And in the water, I already know there's 7 geese. So I'm just going to draw 7 circles to show those are the geese. Okay, so now I have 7 geese. I don't know how many are on the shore, but I do know that there are 16 total. So I'm going to think of 7, and I'm going to count on from 7 and draw a circle on the shore for each one and stop when I get to 16. So 7 in my head, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, now I can count and see how many are on the shore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 on the shore, 7 in the water. What's a number sentence I could write? I could write 9 plus 7 equals 16. I could switch those around and say 7 plus 9 equals 16. I could write that there's 16 total, and I had to subtract 7 to find out that there are 9 on the shore. So So how many geese are on the shore? 9. Great job, second grade. Now go practice on your own.